What's up, what's up, what's up? Boy L checking in, 10BUCKBEATS.com. L Lampkin, what did it do? How y'all doing today? Let's have a good day. Basically what I want to talk today about is knowing your worth. First things first, let's like, share, subscribe, comment. Let me know how y'all feeling. Get on with it, let's go. Wow. Knowing your worth. Basically, it's a few ways we can go about this, but I'm just gonna break it down as simple as I can. If you're a newcomer, if you're coming into this music industry or trying to do anything musical, entertainment, artistic, anything like that, people coming into the art world, do anything artistic, musical, acting, painting, sculptures, first things first, you gotta develop a really tough skin, because 9 out of 10 people are not gonna believe in you, and they're gonna tell you all the negative things that the world tell you that us as artists are. And to be perfectly honest, if you don't put the work in, those things do come true. You gotta first ask yourself if it's something that you truly wanna do. If it's about the money, you might wanna go get you a banking job, a CPA or something, because getting money in this is hard. It's hard. But if it's something that you love and that you're passionate about, and that you wake up and you wanna make a beat or wanna play a guitar or write a song, or you wake up and you pull out your camera and you wanna film the beauties of this world, then by God, I pray for you, because this is hard still, but I understand your pain, and this is gonna be one of those things to where you're gonna have to figure out how to monetize your lifestyle, because I know you want this life and you really wanna get it to the greatest, as great as it can be. Excuse me, keyboard might cuss me out. But you gotta know where to start, know your worth. I say know your worth because, a lot of people come in this feeling entitled, If you haven't put the work in, if you haven't, being a good artist, having a stellar look, having a lot of music, you could be the best singer in the world. But if you don't market that music, and if you don't figure out a way to get that out to the people, which we're gonna talk about on this channel throughout time, it's pointless. It's not like back in the old days where you could be a super talented person and somebody will come discover you. That's not the world in which we live in nowadays. We live in a world that you gotta have the talent, have the look, have the, hold on, my hands are hot. Have the talent, have the look, have the marketing expertise, which most of us don't because we're too busy creating. And then have a little bit of luck. That all of those things can come together, and voila, you have arrived on the scene. Then once people see you, they'll want to sign you to situations and do all that. But you can put so much work in, you develop your business portfolios, and you know what you're doing at this time, But I know so many great, especially rappers. I know brilliant rappers can rap any of these rappers that's on the current scene out of the water, but they don't have the hustle. They don't have the drive. They don't have the marketing technique. They don't care about that because they believe that their talent is going to take them to a different place. But I'm here to tell you that that is just not the case. And then, don't get me wrong, now, if you live in markets like New York, Atlanta, LA, it's an easier chance of you being seen. But at the same time, people from these other small country towns all across America, all across the world, are flooding these metropolitan areas to get their art, music, whatever, seen. So it's getting watered down either by the internet or by people moving to these big entertainment capital type places. So you're still gonna have to figure out how to have a marketing scheme. some type of marketing plan that's gonna get you a step above or another step up, and it's a long, long road. It's a haul. It's nothing about this is easy, you know? Unless you got a lot of money. You got some money, you can pay for your marketing, you can pay for your publicists, you can pay for these people, then yeah, you might get through the ranks a little bit easier. But if you're just a normal everyday Joe who just wanna rap, or you just wanna sing and you got a passion for it, it's gonna be a long road. And I want y'all to prepare for that. I want you to be ready to feel the ups and the downs and the disappointments, because that's where that thick skin comes in, because there's gonna be a lot of things that disappoint you when it comes to this business, this game, you know? You're not gonna get everything you worked your behind off for to get immediately. It's not gonna happen. A lot of this is just keep persistent, being persistent, keep being creative, keep going. Even when everybody tells you you can't do it, you gotta keep going. Constantly telling yourself, reaffirming to yourself that you are worth what you believe you are. You know, your family members are gonna tell you, boy, you need to go to school and go do this. And I'm not saying don't do that. You know, you need to have a backup plan. But at the same time, you know, if it's something that you're truly passionate about, it's kind of hard to think of anything else. Take care of your responsibilities by all means. You know, if you need to work, have a job to pay your bills, do that. You know, I don't suggest the homeless, you know, dude in the street routine. You know, not saying it don't work, but you know, it's a hard route. But you know, you gotta devote time to your craft and make sure that you treat your craft as a business, even if it's not making any money for you at the present time. We live in a world where everything is visual now. You know, back in the day, we can just put out a CD and don't even know what you look like, you know? But it's good music, so people might pay attention. You know, not nowadays. You know, if your singer doesn't have a video with it, it's pretty much just dead in the water, 9 times out of 10. And personally, I have a bunch of singles without videos, and I'm just telling you that out of my own personal experiences, things in which I felt like were decent pieces of music that did nothing because there were no video with it. Know your worth. Also, when I say know your worth, you know, you might get offered a big old contract. You might be one of those lucky ones who get offered the biggest contract in the world, and they want to take all your rights and all your publishing and know your worth. You know, if you wrote those songs, if you were intricate in the music that made you to become the artist in which everybody loves you for, make sure you get paid for it. Make sure you got your paperwork together, because that's the name of the game, is get the dummies out of their monies, you know? And we all gonna get took for a little bit. I'm not gonna lie, everybody get taken for something, but what you don't want is to lose your intellectual properties. You know, get your pros up, you know, ASCAP BMI. Make sure that you get and register your work. Don't just have it, register your works, you know. You know, get your LLCs together. Make sure you have a publishing company to go along with the ASCAP. You gotta get both, you know. Make yourself a publisher, you know. If you're not a producer, make sure you own the rights to the songs in which you're recording on, so they can't come to you, or have an agreement with the producer so they can't come to you in the future and say you stole their songs, you know. There's a lot of this stuff we can talk about. We can talk about the monetization of music, but that's not what I want to talk about. I want to talk about the people who are passionate, who feel like this is their life, who feel like this is what they want to do. Boo-boo. It's going to be a long road. And if you're not ready to take that long road, I suggest it's something that you don't do, you know, just to be all the way honest with you. Because you know what, there's plenty of times I wake up and be like, you know, I don't want to do this. Then I'm like, I can't do nothing but this, and I love this, and it's a roller coaster of emotions all the time. You're gonna be broke, and you're gonna be like, why did this bug bite me, you know? Then you're gonna step away, and then you're gonna find out you can't live life without writing a song or making an instrumental or painting a picture or taking a photograph. You know, that's the art bug though, you know. You got the art bug, I'm sorry. It's gonna be with you forever. You know, dating and relationships and all of that stuff is affected by this art bug, you know. But that's a whole nother story. I don't even want to talk about that right now. I just want to tell you that, you know your worth. Figure out what you have to bring to the table. Don't let anybody tell you you're not good enough. We live in a world where 90% of the artists are not as talented as their marketing is, you know. I'm talking about in the rap genre, you know. Most of these boys can't rap. Most of them can't rap. But they hustlers, and they hustle, and they hustle, and they hustle till they get to where they get to. And if you don't have that mentality about your art and that kind of passion about your art, I suggest you leave it alone. Because unless you're the luckiest person in the world and you can shoot sevens on the dice, 7-11 all day, you're probably not gonna make nothing shake, man. But don't get discouraged. Work hard, keep working, be persistent, and good things shall come, but you gotta be patient. Boy, 10BUCKBEATS.com. Check the link below. Look out for beats, whatever beats I got online right now. I know I got something new coming today, tomorrow, anytime. I'm everywhere. New single, I'm everywhere, baby. You gonna see me all the time. 10BUCKBEATS.com. Peace.